Now remember, the only time this is going to leak is when you flush the toilet. Okay? If you don't flush the toilet, it's not going to leak. It shouldn't leak here. But once you, what we're going to do is we're going to attach all this, and then we'll flush the toilet a few times and make sure it doesn't leak around this rim. Now, had I have installed this, the outside edge of this ends about right there. So this one here sticks out just a little bit more. So the tank is going to be up a little bit higher than had I've used this style here, okay? Is that really going to matter? I don't think it's going to. I mean, we're talking maybe 1/8 of an inch is all. So that should work well. Now my 3 brass bolts. I can put a rubber washer on each one. Like that. Now, if I put those in right now, they're just going to kind of be angled in there. You know what I mean? They're not going to be nice and straight. But I can set them all in there like that and then try to fish it down. Or I can put the tank on and then fish these down after the fact. Okay? And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fish these in after the fact. That way I can stand up there and look there, kind of position this where I want. That way this doesn't get in my way of setting this down properly. Oh! Lift that with your legs. Okay. I can set it there. See, I can pretty much see the holes through there pretty easily. Just gonna set that there. Ooh. You know what? I better bring the bolts over here because the last thing I want is for this to fall over while I'm getting the bolts. So I'm going to set the bolts down here on the ground. I don't want to make an assumption at this point, right? I don't want to break this. That's the last thing we want to do. Get my bolts set up. Now I can take them, look down through here, put these straight down. Like that. Now I can grab the washers and put those on now. Remember, rubber washer first, then the metal one, then the nut. Put them all there, all at the same go, then I can put it right up in there. You try to put the washers up there and hold on to them, sometimes it doesn't work too well. Rubber washer, don't get confused and just put them up there and then stick the metal up to the base first. The rubber first, okay? I can just reach down and hold that so it's not going to spin on me. Just going to make these kind of snug at first, but I don't want to go too far until I get all of them in. Okay, now I'll have to put that one in over there. You know, I would dare say if you look underneath your toilet, you might not even see a rubber washer before the metal washer. Not all toilets do. And that's just an accident ready to happen, let me tell you. Okay? This way is you're being safe it's just giving the tank a little bit of flexibility. If somebody hits it or something, you don't have the washer digging in to anything, you know. Okay, so what we got to do now is I've got to get it situated. Look at it, see how it's lined up and all that. And I want this level or the same even line on there. That's why I say when you tighten this up, you know, before I go too much further, I'm going to measure the rest of the bolt underneath the nut. I got about 1 inch there. And then I look over here and I got a long 3/4 and 7/8. Okay, so I know I'm gonna tighten this side up a little bit to at least 1 inch to get going, you know. And then I'm gonna start tightening it up evenly. And I wanna look at this as I go and position this on there. Okay, I don't want to get this cattywampus, you know, from side to side. So even as you go, so I've got 1 inch here, and I still need to go quite a ways. It looks like I'm gonna make it about the same as I go. Like I said, this side's getting kind of tight. On the left side, I got 1 inch and 1/16. This side I got 1 inch and 3/16. So before I do anything, I'm going to loosen this side up a little bit, and that means I've got to tighten this side down further so I'm lined up. You know, I want 1 inch and 1/16 or 1 inch and 1/8 on the left-hand side, 1 inch and 1/8 on the right-hand side, 1 inch and 1/8 on the back. Okay, there's 1 inch and almost 1/8, 1 inch and 1/8, and 1 inch and 3/16 on the back. So, you know, I'm still at the hand tightening stage. I can kind of look at that, and it's starting to take shape. And so I can attach my wrench now and start tightening it a little bit. This side's starting to feel snug over here already. It's already getting better. I can look at this. You want to get this just about right before you start tightening everything up, you know, because I want to be on that donut. I don't want to be on there crooked. Okay, 3/16, inch and 3/16, inch and 3/16, and this side's inch and 1/8. So I know I need to go tighter over here, and it's snugging up. And the right hand side's snugging up too. That feels tight. Okay, but now I know I can go a little bit more. So I'll go to 1 inch and 1/4, inch and 1/4, inch and 1/4. Check that out. Inch and 5/16, inch and 5/16, inch and 5/16. Check that out. You know what I mean? Now keep doing that. And once I feel that this is pretty snug, that it's not really going to move around, then I'll fill it up with water. Because I don't want to go too tight. I don't want to make this too tight. If I make this too tight, I could crack it. Worst case scenario, if I get it to where I feel it is good, I can fill this up with water, flush it a few times, look down here and make sure that it's not leaking, right? Make sure that it's not leaking there. And then if I need to tighten it up, oh yeah, there's a little leak right there, okay, I'll cinch it up a little bit more and then flush it a few times. Okay, it's not leaking now. Then I wouldn't tighten it up too much more after that. You see what I mean? Then take a look at it. a month down the road, check it out again. Last thing you want to do is make these so tight that you're going to crack the tank. I can't overstate it.